Hello, in this 1.21.1 NeoForge modpack development video, we're going to be going over how to use KubeJS in order to implement a restricted item pickup system using KubeJS's CanPickUp event. If you find these sorts of videos informative, please give them a like, comment with any questions or future video ideas. In addition, feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a future upload. In addition, thank you to Bisect Hosting for supporting my channel. I will be getting into more information about their services later in the video. But for now, let's get started here. So first of all, this needs to be in the service scripts folder. The event we're going to be using here, which is ItemEvents.canPickUp. And then obviously we pass in an event. But before we actually get into this, I'm going to be using a few extra mechanics here. First is a cooldown storage, because without anticipating cooldown, uh, items that are not affected by this will just pop straight in your inventory, even if you're trying to drop them. So obviously that does not work. So we're going to define a variable called we're going to call it pickup cooldown. And then the next thing we're going to do here is define a pickup requirements table or map. So in here, the key is going to be an item ID, and then the value is going to be an XP requirement. So we're going to call this constant pickup rules. And then inside here, we're going to define 3 examples of key value pairs. So first example is a diamond. And for the example of this video, I do not want diamonds to be able to be picked up at all. So considering that, I'm going to assign that to be diamond to be -1. Next, I'm going to define iron ingot. I'm going to define this to be 5. So note, I want this to be 5 experience levels, not points. So where the 5 appears on your XP bar, that's what we want. And that's what I'm using because it's a little more straightforward. And then finally, I'm going to do a third example of Minecraft Emerald. And that is going to be, I'm going to define that as 15. So you need 15 experience levels to pick up an emerald. So now that we have that defined, we can get into our main pickup event. So right off the bat, we need to define a few basic event references. First is going to be the player. So we're going to do constant, and we're just going to call it player. We're going to define it to be event.player. Next, we need to reference the item. So we're going to do constant, we're going to call it item, equals event.item. Next is the ID. And we're going to define that as the player.uuid, the unique ID. And then finally, we're going to reference the current server tick counter. So we're going to do constant now. We're going to call it now. We're going to make that equal to event dot server dot tick count. Next thing we need to do is we need to look up the XP requirements for the item. So we're going to declare another constant, and we're going to call it required XP, and we're going to make that equal to pickup rules at whatever, and then passing in the item ID. So the key for the table. And we're going to make whatever that value is going to be stored into required XP. So the first general case is going to be if this item is defined in the pickup rules. So we're going to use an if statement. So we're going to do if required XP is not undefined. And then otherwise, we're just going to return. Because in that case, the player meets the XP requirement, which allows normal vanilla pickup, because we're not going to call event.success. We're going to return with no action, letting the vanilla rules handle the pickup timing. But really what you're probably interested in is to see what if what if the pickup rules are defined. So our first case here is, which is we're going to a base case or special case, if the required XP is -1, otherwise known as you can't pick up the item. So like our diamond example here. So if we're going to do a nested if statement, if required XP, if that is equal to -1, the first thing we're going to do is to um, declare a unique cooldown key for never allowed message. So we're going to do constant key, and we're going to make that equal to ID plus never plus item.id. So this ID is the unique ID of the player, and this ID is the ID of the item. Next, we're going to send the message only if the cooldown expired. We don't want to just send the message because if we don't consider a cooldown, the player's chat is just going to be spammed, and that's not good design. So we're going to do yet another if statement here. So um, if not pick up cooldown at the key, or pick up cooldown key is less than now. If that's the case, we're going to tell the player that you're not allowed to pick up whatever the ID is. So we're going to do that with player.tell, and then we're going to pass in. We're going to do the special brace here. I mean the special quotation marks, because we're going to be using the $sign curly brace notation. You are not allowed to pick up $sign, a curly brace, and then item.id. And then we're going to make the player, not the player, but the pickup cooldown key. We're gonna make that equal to now plus 40, or 2 seconds. And then once that's done, we block the pickup by returning event.cancel. Before we get on to the other part of this for an XP requirement case, um, I would like to give a shout out to my server hosting partner, Bisect Hosting. This is a great server hosting provider. They offer Minecraft server hosting as well, including over 100 other top online games. You can pre-install over 2,300 Minecraft mod packs automatically. They have a great customer support team that can help troubleshoot your server and mods 24/7, 365. They have 20 locations around the world, and they offer advanced DDoS protection. So again, thank you to Bisect Hosting for supporting my channel, and I'm happy to support them in return. Please check out my affiliate link in the description below. That will help inform a possible purchase that will align to your needs and budget. But now back to the video here. So we have our first case, which is the special case to never allow pickup. And then the next case here is if if it's anything other than -1. So here we're going to do if player dot experience level, if that is less than the required XP, we're going to define another unique cooldown key for the XP failure message. So we're going to do constant key equals ID plus, here instead of never, we're just going to do XP plus item.id. Then we're going to do very similar thing here. So if pickup cooldown key, if not pickup cooldown key, or pickup cooldown key if it's less than now. Here we're going to do a similar message, player.tell, use the unique quotation mark. In this case I'm going to say you need at least, and then we're going to do the $, curly brace, required XP to what we're going to say XP levels to pick up, and then again we're going to do $, curly brace, and then we're going to pass in item.id, and then we're going to provide the cooldown. Next, if we don't run into any of these two cases, then the player meets the XP requirement. So we're just going to do return. And again, this return here is if the item is not in any of the pickup rules. So we're going to do nothing, and we're going to allow the vanilla game to employ its behavior. So I hope this video was informative on coming up with a more in-depth RPG-like system with collecting items. Again, you can expand this as much as you want, and this it's only 36 lines here, only 30 lines in total about, so not very complicated. You can employ many more key value pairs here, however you want to design your mod pack. So I hope this was informative. Please give the video a like if it was informative. Comment with any questions or future video ideas, and subscribe to the channel to never miss future videos like this. As well, turn notification bell on as well. In addition, thank you to Bisect Hosting for supporting my channel and my mod pack development. Otherwise, thank you for your time and watching this video, and have a great day.